Yes, everybody, how are we doing? Good evening. And a mixed video. This is going to be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That guy, Saka, is world class. He's back. He scores a goal. And then, as much as I'm not blaming it on injuries for our shambolic season in the league, it's due to a poor squad management, not getting enough depth in the squad and ignoring it in the summer and January transfer window, which I've constantly repeated myself about that. But we have had bad injuries this season. But last season, we had Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, Declan Rice, Saka, Odegaard fit all season. So, of course, this season we're going to pick injuries up. So, again, I blame it all on Mikel Arteta because there's no way you can carry on 2 seasons in a row having the same luck of not getting injuries, because last season the players I've just listed didn't get injured, so we was always going to get injuries this season. But we have had bad luck as well, where we've had quite a lot. Like Saka comes back, that guy's world class, like I've just said, he scores. Gabriel is out, and I've been saying just lately, Gabriel and Saliba are 2 players we just cannot afford to get injured. And the result, to me, like I said, pre-match, it don't mean nothing because we're not going to catch Liverpool. We're just not. The league's finished. I'm more bothered about now that we've lost one of the best centre-backs in world football for our biggest game of the season against Real Madrid. And this is where I just don't know what to say. Like, should we have rested Gabriel? I personally think we should have rested Gabriel and Saliba, but Mikel Arteta won't do that. But then other people are saying you can't rest all these players. Well, you can rest one of them, but this is the thing we never do. So now we are potentially facing Real Madrid with Jakub Quinoa as our centre-back. You want to hope he has the game of his life against Real Madrid because he's going to need it. Always going to need it big time. But 3 points. Move on to the next game. Everton away, Saturday morning. But it don't mean nothing. I'm more bothered about seeing our players stay fit, and we haven't done it, and we've lost our best defender this season because Gabriel has been better than Saliba, and that just shows how I give credit where it's due, because Saliba is my favourite Arsenal player and has been since making his debut at Arsenal, because I watched him in all his loans with his other clubs. So I can't understand why, if you don't drop both, why didn't he rest Gabriel? Or why wasn't it Saliba? Why did he have to play them both? But then again, Jakub Quinoa is not good enough backup. So I don't know what we do here, guys. Because, as I keep saying, Gabriel and Saliba are Arsenal's saviour. They are the 2 players what can win us points. But Gabriel's injured. Tim Sherwood did say when he seen it, he did say straight away after looking at it, he thinks that's Gabriel's season over. I think he looked at it, then it's shown the replay. I think he first seen it, he didn't say much. I think he was just on about the hamstring, it looks like. And then when he seen the replay, he said, pretty much that's Gabriel's season over. It's done for Arsenal. Now, I don't know if it will be the case, but I bet he will be out for, say, 4 weeks. But if it's a bad one, then it's probably his season. It's probably his season done. If it's a tear, you're probably talking at least 6 weeks. So we'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out. But I'm just, why did they have to play both Gabriel and Saliba tonight? The league is over. It is not even started for Arsenal. It's been finished. So let's try and spin it onto a bit of a positive. The world-class winger at Arsenal comes back And this guy is world class, by the way. And anyone who says Saka's not world class, you need to start thinking more when you're saying it, because he is. Now, I know he's not won nothing, but he's world class. He can turn a game on its head in minutes. He's brilliant. He's fantastic. He's fearless. He plays with so much confidence. He'll shoot if he gets any chance. He'll run by a man with ease. He helps the team out. He is world class. And just when I go back to it, I hope Arsenal don't let him down and keep failing season after season, because that guy deserves to win trophies. Bukayo Saka deserves to win trophies, just like Gabriel and Saliba. And he comes back tonight and bang, gets the job done in 7 minutes of coming on. It's so amazing to see, because the stick he's had and all the criticism he's had with missing the penalty, for England, and he's never stopped. He's never shied away, never just like folded and capitulated with his career. He's carried on taking penalties. He's just a fantastic footballer. He's just a true professional. Someone who a young lad or woman growing up being a footballer, someone like Bukayo Saka is someone you would inspire to be, seriously, on and off the pitch. True professional, world-class footballer. Arsenal, I'm so glad we've got him, but Andre Berta has to get his contract sorted, because he's got his own mind, he's got his own thoughts, and he will look, and if he keeps mixing around with the England players, the big players what have won trophies, he will think to himself, I don't deserve to be at a club what's not winning trophies. So it's another reason why Andre Berta has got to do his job at Arsenal. And what I mean by that is, if he feels Mikel Arteta is not doing enough and he's making mistakes, I hope he gets the power to say he has to go. I want Arsenal Football Club to move to another level, but Mikel Arteta is not the manager who I can work with, or he's not the one what will take us to that level. But that's just for another, I must talk about Mikel Arteta every single day in my video, because I'm still saying he is responsible for Arsenal's season, why we're in a mess with injuries and not enough squad depth. So Bukayo Saka comes back, scores in 7 minutes. That guy's world class. Martin Odegaard. If this was last season where he was doing this, underperforming, I'd be saying get rid of him in summer. But I don't think it's time to sell him yet. But this is the thing with Arsenal Football Club. We are rubbish at selling players. So, on another side of the conversation, if somebody offers 50 million, maybe I always use this league. If a Saudi club offers 50 million for Martin Odegaard in the summer, I would consider that. I would consider if they did. I'm not saying they would. Would I give him another season? Yes, I would. But Wanyeri is looking levels above Martin Odegaard this season, and Martin Odegaard does not deserve the captaincy of Arsenal Football Club. That should not be happening. He does not deserve to be the captain of Arsenal. Seriously, absolutely not. Either Gabriel, Saliba, or Declan Rice. And even Saka looks like he's got a bit more grit about him and a bit more voice than what Odegaard has. So, 3 points. I wish I could say wow, but I can't. I'm more focused on Saka coming back, being world class and scoring, and then Gabriel getting injured. So there's been a big positive tonight for Arsenal with Bukayo Saka coming back, world class, scores in 7 minutes, and a massive negative. Gabriel, Arsenal's best defender this season, probably one of, in fact not probably, is one of the best defenders in world football, could potentially have had his season finished with an hamstring, or maybe at least 1 month. And that is a disaster for Arsenal. So, not much really, not a long video, but a mixed one, a positive and negative. Saka, massive positive. Gabriel, massive negative. And I still blame Mikel Arteta for the position we are in the league and why we haven't got enough squad depth to deal with it, especially when it comes to replacing Gabriel. Everybody, have a good night, and let's just hope there's a tiny bit of good news on Gabriel's injury. And when I say that, I have, in fact, I'll rephrase that. I am 1000% confident he will not play for Arsenal for a month, and he will definitely miss the Real Madrid match. A miracle could happen, I don't know, but it looks like he's going to be out for at least 1 month, and potentially his season is finished. Oh, and one more thing. Moreno, I said this about a couple of weeks ago, it could be Arsenal's lucky weapon. Not a good footballer, really, nothing, no class about him, but it could just be that weapon they use to score goals. And he keeps scoring, and we can't deny facts. Everybody, have a good night.